Alright, I wanted to do a little video on all the cameras that I have in my collection. I'm using my LG G5 phone to record this, because I wanted to test out the audio on it. And yeah, anyway, here's my first camera. I got this in like 2008 or 9. It's a Canon PowerShot A470, 7.1 megapixel, 3.4 times optical zoom. Picture quality is still decent, but it's just really low resolution, crappy video quality and terrible audio quality. So of course this doesn't get used much anymore. Takes two AA batteries. Alright, now on to the second camera that I have. This is a Kodak DX6490. I got this camera when I gave this one to my sister for a while, but I eventually got this back. This is a 4 megapixel camera, 10 times optical zoom, and the lens cover is right here. It has a flash that pops up. Now the thing with this one is, even though it's only 4 megapixels, it still takes great still images. It's got a very nice lens on it. And of course I have a charging dock for this one. It's got a rechargeable lithium ion battery. Here's the back of the Kodak DX6490. As you can see, it's got an electronic viewfinder and just a regular LCD screen. Here's the switch to choose between the two. This camera was made in Japan. And SD card slot is on this side, and on this side it's got AV out, DC in, and of course you can hook up an external flash to this thing if you want to. That's what that looks like. Yeah, this is like I said, the image quality, still image quality is still pretty respectable, but the video quality is absolutely atrocious. So that's that one. Now on to the next camera that I got. This is my Sony DSC f828. This is a 7 times optical zoom. It's manual zoom, so you have to turn this ring to zoom in and out. And this is an 8 megapixel camera. It's got a hot shoe on top of it for a flash. Little LCD display on top, electronic viewfinder, and then there's the main LCD display. Power button. As you can see, it still works. Shutter button, of course. Yeah, this is a pretty fully featured camera. This is another one that still takes excellent quality still images, but the video quality just isn't all that great. It's not as bad as this one is, but or this one, but it's still just not. It's not high definition. It's 640 by 480. This does have a night shot mode, which is great. There is when this flash pops up, there is an infrared light that shines when you're in night mode, and it makes it easy to see in the dark. So yeah, take the lens cap off so you can see it, and of course this hood thing comes off and you can put it on the other way. But yeah, that's the DSC f828. Next camera is this JVC Averio GZ MS230. It's got a video light on the front, stereo speakers, manual lens cover, and this has 8 gigabytes of internal storage, and you can put an SD card in it as well. So there is the battery, record button, all that good stuff. You open it up, it turns on. Obviously the lens cover is closed right now, but yeah, this is it's got this little touch bar on the side, no touch screen, but it's an okay camera. It's not high definition, obviously, but the video quality isn't terrible. Still records in 16 by 9, but it's not high definition. So then after that, got this Canon FS40. This one has an automatic lens cover that opens up. Video light on the front. Battery is inside of this compartment on the bottom. This thing is made in Japan. And this also has 8 gigabytes of internal memory, and you can put an SD card in it as well. This camera, the JVC, is made in Both of these can obviously take still images, but their primary purpose is recording video. There is the screen and the buttons, and on this one, turning the light on is very convenient. You just press that joystick down. Of course, there's the power button, turn it on. As you can see, the lens cover opened by itself. So that's that one. Damn it. Alright, there we go. And then after that camera, I got... See, I'm trying to remember which one came next. I think it was this one. This is a Sony Cybershot DSC W610. As you can see in the top there, there's a model number. Power button, shutter button. This is 14.1 megapixels, 4x optical zoom. And it takes really good quality pictures, but again, no high definition video, and the audio is kind of crappy. This has... There's the SD card slot and the battery, lithium-ion battery. You take the battery out and put it in its charger. And yeah, this is a pretty handy little still image camera. It's got a nice big screen on it. It can do, of course, automatic, panorama, and video mode. And USB out on the side. So yeah. Playback, zoom buttons, there's that one right there. And then the next one, we have this Samsung HMX W300 waterproof and shockproof camera. This is a full HD video camera, 1080p. It's got stereo microphones on the front of it. And it doesn't have any optical zoom, obviously. It's just digital zoom. Power button's right there. Let's see if we can turn it. I don't like to use this camera all the time because the coloring is kind of off. It's very hard to get the white balance right on this thing. But if you're outside, the video quality is excellent. There's the USB thing that pops out. It's kind of like one of those flip video cameras. Of course, it's got a tripod mount in the bottom. And what was I going to show you next? Oh yeah, here's the door for the HDMI output. Come on, focus. And of course the micro SD card, which is what it uses. Alright, now here's the camera that I use the most on my channel for recording videos. And this is a Sony Cybershot DSC HX100V. It records 1080p video at 60 frames per second. It's a 16.2 megapixel camera, 30 times optical zoom, optical steady shot, and the LCD display can fold out and do all sorts of cool things. Kind of hard to see in this light. But yeah. This camera has a 16 gigabyte SD card in it right now. It's got a rechargeable lithium-ion battery. It was made in Japan. There's our movie record button, playback button, and of course this camera has a ton of functions on it. Zoom. And then, this isn't necessarily a camera, but this is my current smartphone, and I do use this from time to time to record videos. This is an LG G8. And it's got great video quality, but I'm not too impressed with the audio quality. It tends to get kind of distorted at times. So yeah, I love the phone, but its video recording audio quality leaves a little bit to be desired.